Struggling with prop firms? Let's go.
Hey guys, today is obviously a weekend, Saturday. So I want to go over the charts, but it's again just going to be a little bit of a psychology video. Now I do want to show something that's that's the market's basically closed on. Now we've got Bitcoin over here, and this would have been a nice position over here, and this is even on the, obviously, as we all well, I'm sure you know, but for those who don't, markets are basically closed on the weekend for majority, but for crypto, for Bitcoin, even Saturday, Sundays are open, which is a great thing. But then obviously liquidity is far less, and as we are approaching Christmas time, it's going to get more and more. December is normally a low volume month, so just tread carefully. Now with Bitcoin, right, in this current position, so I'm not actually taking this position, but you can see over here, price breaks through this zone. Now first of all, I want to simplify something. So price was making, well, at this point, now there's people that mark the candle bodies low or the wicks low, right? It depends, whatever you want to choose, but just stick to one. So we've got this low over here, and then we've got this low over here. Now this price is respected over here, right? This support level is respected. What happens over here is then you have this lower high, but then now price has shot all the way up and broken this. So now if price is not making any new lows, then we're pretty much going bullish, aren't we? Now this trade over here, the only reason this would make sense for a sell, now this is where trades literally go 50-50 now, because price, even though it broke all the way up, it never really broke and created new highs. It created mini highs, as I like to call it, but it didn't really create new highs. Now, so then obviously a sell opportunity was created. Now this is when at this stage when things can go 50-50. And I'll just show you why. Now if I go to the bigger time frame, this is where you're supposed to get some advice from the bigger time frames, and it looks like we're pretty much consolidating. But if you go on the daily, well, as you can see here, consolidation on the 12-hour time frame. You see what I mean? Now here is where basically clues lie, right? So we went bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. Now it makes sense if you was to think the next candle would also be bearish, because we were bullish on the Friday. So on Saturday, since just by looking at the pattern, so we would be, if we just get, now this is normally where confusion happens, right? Yes, very well this could be a bearish candle close. Now obviously markets are going to close within a few hours, and well, the day is going to close in a few hours, and this could be very well bearish, but in 5 hours, is it actually going to just turn bullish? Or what I think might happen, right? Remember, we don't trade on what we think, we go off what we see, right? So I can say, well, this can close very weak bearish. We can close, have a small body bullish, just about close bullish, be a very super strong bullish candle, or it's just going to continue falling, and tanking. Anything can happen. If one was to take a sell position or a buy, and this, or will trying to take a position of which one to take, over here, you got the break. I think okay, how can I say this? The obvious question that one should be asking is, where could we possibly go next? And I think, well, pretty much that's what everyone, but you guys tell me. If you come to the charts and you see this, a bearish candle on the daily, one should think straight away, we are pretty much bearish for the day, like this late into the day. So if you was deciding to take sells, you wouldn't be wrong. And this is why excuse me, this is why this one and this trade setup here played out. Even this one here up to this zone, a 1 to 4 and a 1 to 4, well, this one with a 1 to 5 pretty much, but this is why you can walk away with almost 1 to 9 in 2 trades in one day, because of the selling pressure. If I was to even go on the 12-hour time frame, again, look at this, a very strong bearish candle. If I was to turn on the candle strength indicator, how strong is the, look at this bearish candle, 93.61%. Super strong. And this is basically what I even show in my you know, mentorship as well. Link will be in the video description, guys. Almost 1600 members. You can message me one-to-one if you are looking for unlimited one-to-one sessions. That's what it basically comes with the package anyway. Or you can just get the super affordable, just made it a super affordable cost, but 13 videos, only £99, pretty much for anyone and everyone. And yeah, link will be in the video description, and then you can get to even see obviously why I passed these profit challenges literally in 1 or 2 days, literally, and just and a few trades as well. And why am I risk managing, why I lose so less compared to how and then why I win so, like, you know, my wins are so big compared to my losses. It's actually insane. Anyways, you can even watch my previous video on my YouTube channel, but let's get back to the point. So, and now another thing I just want to mention, now we've got these super strong bullish candles over here, but at this point 1 to 4 you should be out of the trade anyway. But let's just say you're in the position at this point, I'm definitely break even, right? I'm definitely break even. So it's a win-win regardless. Well, if you break even, it's not really a win, but then again, you've not lost anything, so it's still, it's our class as a win. Now some of you will say there's some liquidity here and price will want to smash right through, which also favors this setup. Possible, but at the end of the day, collect your data. It doesn't matter what you think or what I think. We just go over it, take our position, and we just go on with it. Now Bitcoin is not something I trade. I recently did add it to my portfolio of trading instruments, but the thing with Bitcoin is just that how can I say, sorry, I do trade it, but I don't trade it when I said I don't trade it on the weekend. I'm speaking about, right? But as you can see, even on the weekend it works nicely, right? And I think this favors those kind of prop firm traders where if you need to cover minimum trading days, I think Bitcoin, just, you know, just switch over to Bitcoin and just place that 0.01 lots. If you're trading with companies like prop firms like the 5%ers, again, you just need a 0.5% per profit per day. This also suits you, but if you've got the patience to wait for that, perfect, right? As one should have. This can basically go anywhere. Now if I could dig deep down into entries, look at this. So price breaks through, price obviously came up to retest, price falls. If I go into obviously the bigger time frame, the entry pretty much should have been, look at this bearish engulfing candle over here, bearish engulfing. Now there's another pattern, I made a video on this recently as well. You see this pattern over here, you can call this like a variation pattern or a dark cloud cover. A bullish candle forms, small little bearish candle, and this bearish candle over here, the third candle, it closes below the low of this candle body and below of the first candle body of the pattern, and it closes below. And then obviously, you know, even if you had your stop loss above this, I mean, ideally it should have been above this candle body high, and even better, the zone, and then price would have just collapsed from there. Very simple, very simple, right? Obviously the way my break and retest, the way I refined it, my key levels, my entries, you know, it's this is why I'm able to maintain a good risk reward with a good win rate. Price now comes over here. Now this is a much better example of a dark cloud core pattern. But you got a little bearish engulfing. You got a bearish engulfing here, but look at this one, bullish candle, bearish candle. This bearish candle over here, dark cloud cover, it dwarfs the previous 4, 5, 6 candles. So you can, and the pattern is basically like this. Let me just highlight this, and you would just pretty much take your sell after this. Ideally, it would have been a better option, but you got an engulfing bearish over here, and this is then what you can do is refine the stop loss. Look for a position basically. Now some people like to go and mark off the highs, like example this one over here above high, just to play super safe. I don't like to do that. I have a fixed risk reward system, stop loss system. Again, it's from my data. If price breaks through a certain amount of pips in terms of stop loss and drawdown, I like to just call it end the trade, because I would believe that the price is no longer going in my direction, no longer favors. So you got a nice one after one refining to like almost a 1 to 6, it's a 1 to 5.5 RR, and again refining this one. I'm sure this would even be bigger risk reward. And this is basically, if you join my Discord community, you don't have to join the membership, you don't have to get the course, nothing like that. But if you just see some of the students or even some of the trades that are being taken, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me show you this. Okay, so this is the elite mentorship section. If I even show you some of the winners, some of the students, 1 to 4 here. This particular one, 1 to 7 risk reward. But okay, so yeah, 1 to 8.5 RR, 1 to 5. So yeah, it's crazy. Or if you just super affordable, everything's there. You don't have to join the membership, anything, it's all in there. But yeah, I want to stop making these videos very, very long. It's a weekend anyway, the markets are closed, but we'll see. Markets will be closed, openings obviously tomorrow evening. And yeah, just more power to you guys. Learn your zones, learn your entries, be patient, and I wish you nothing but more power.